brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Browns, and it's all up next.
Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you can get a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Rip, 23.
They go play action with Lawrence. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jones will come now in motion right. To throw is Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 23-yard run.
And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 16.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
3rd down and 1.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Connection with Walker going across the formation.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. back deep, Nyheim Hines.
This is taken at about the 14. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. On play action, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Chubb will get the call running left.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Caught left side, Hopkins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Lawrence. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Red on red.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. It's complete to Hopkins. Powers by at the 40, and he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson now.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. This time they stay on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Shifts by him. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Lisa 24.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. Well, I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And some room to work. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That